Hello everyone. I'm making this video today to see if anyone has any ideas or suggestions on how I can solve a problem that I ran into. Uh, Everyone who's seen my prior videos knows that I enjoy finding villages and building them up, increasing their populations and protecting them from mobs. So this was kind of a new experience for me, and I'm hoping that you have ideas and suggestions that you can leave in the comments on how to solve this problem. So I came across this village, and as you can see, I put a perimeter of wild berries so that mobs can't attack the villagers inside. Yes, unfortunately, I also put up that ugly dirt wall so that the villagers would not fall into this huge cavern and die. Unfortunately, a couple of them already have. I erected these huge trees so I could see this village from far away instead of having the campfires. There's more wild berries here. Let's go inside the village and take a look. Again, a little 2-block high wall to keep the villagers from getting out and harming themselves by falling in. And otherwise, it's a very typical village. It's got the traditional style of houses for the villagers. I relocated a fountain here, made it a little taller, and yeah, otherwise it's a very normal village. I put the crops in the middle of the village, grew some pumpkins, some wheat, some potatoes, and again you can see the perimeter of wild berries working nicely, keeping all the bad guys out. And so here I'm going to show you where things get interesting. Maybe you've already seen it out of the corner of your eye. There's another village. And I wanted to connect the two and see if I could increase the two villages' population. But it's too far. So here's the end of the first village. And I erected a bridge. So we're going to cross this bridge. And I erected another water fountain here in hopes that the bell would help spawn villagers in this village. I populated this area with sheep, maybe too many. Is that the reason why no villagers are spawning? So anyway, we come up upon this village, and once again, traditional houses, all intact, but there's no villagers here. So what happened? I was wondering how in the world I came upon an empty village. Did all the villagers fall into a hole? Did they walk off and leave everything here? I don't know. There's another one of my landmark trees, so I can find it in the distance if I ever stray too far. Another landmark tree. More pumpkins that I planted. And a water fountain that I relocated. Again, the bell there to try to spawn the villagers. And here's where things got interesting. I thought this village was uninhabited and there was nobody here because there is nobody there. But what happened was I discovered there's the rest of the village way down there. And you can see a few of them moving around. So I built a land bridge that takes me down to the village. And here's another land bridge for the same purpose, and hoping that the villagers would climb up these bridges and repopulate this area. So far, no such luck. So let's go down and see them. Planted more pumpkins. You can see they're enjoying their water fountain that I moved. This used to be their square over here. I've since moved everything else and spread out the bells a little bit more. But yeah, they only had 2 houses down here. And now they're thriving. There's more villagers here than up there. And I can't get any of them to go back up. So I need your suggestions and or ideas. This one I made myself to add to give them more room. Nothing special, it's just some sandstone and some beds. They've got a golem here. There was only 1 when I got here, now there's 2. I planted more pumpkins. I thought maybe the villagers were going down the water and dying and not coming back, but I didn't know. I put some magma rock here, so if any mobs fall over the edge of these cliffs, they'd first take some damage from the magma rock before entering the village. But these guys are pretty safe. Not a lot of mobs spawn here. One side of their little area is surrounded by water, so they're pretty good. They've got a couple golems to keep them safe. But I don't know how to get them up there. So if anybody has any ideas, again, please leave your suggestions in the comments and I will try out your tips. So in the meantime, there's this huge village and nobody occupying it. And you can see the original village at the beginning of the video off there in the distance. And I suspect that there may be more buildings around here. So thank you anyway for watching this short video. I appreciate any kind of tips you have for repopulating this upper village. And have a great day.